What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this one, we have when Trump's intel chief Tulsi Gabbard slammed Pak army over atrocities against Hindus in Bangladesh. Now, before we dive into this video, if you guys happen to enjoy it, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you would like to support this channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is smash that join button to receive your exclusive benefits. And let's dive right in.
As a member of Congress, I introduced a resolution that called for the protection of Hindus and religious minorities in Bangladesh, people who continue to be targeted and persecuted to this day. Now, the height of this persecution actually began 50 years ago when the Pakistani army systematically murdered, raped, and drove from their homes millions of Bengali Hindus because of their religion and ethnicity.
That's insane.
March 25th, 1971 was the beginning of a systematic targeting of Hindus in Bangladesh by the Pakistani military. It began in Hindu neighborhoods and villages, first at Jagannath Hall, which was a Hindu dormitory in Dhaka University, where 5,000 to 10,000 people were killed on that first night alone.
That's just disgusting. And I know it's happened so much in the history of the world where like a religion is targeted like that, into where if you believe in something, like you can be killed for that. And that absolutely like upsets me, because human life is so valuable, and just because we have different beliefs doesn't make me or you any less of a person, doesn't make my beliefs any better or worse than your beliefs. And so that really like frustrates me, and because it's absolutely ridiculous that they would be targeted for their religion or their religious beliefs. And I'm in complete agreement with her. It is absolute atrocity. And somebody's got to be held accountable. Like people have got to be held accountable. Hate should not exist in this world. Hatred for beliefs, come on.
This genocidal campaign continued for 10 months, resulting in 2 to 3 million people killed,
Jeez.
Hundreds of thousands of women and girls raped, and more than 10 million forced to flee their homes.
My
U.S. Senator Ted Kennedy went to visit the Bangladeshi refugees at that time and said, quote, "Nothing is more clear or more easily documented than the systematic campaign of terror and its genocidal consequences launched by the Pakistan army on the night of March 25th. Hardest hit have been members of the Hindu community who have been robbed of their lands and shops, systematically slaughtered, and in some places painted with yellow patches marked H."
Wow.
End of quote. Now, the Islamist, not to be confused with Islam, the Islamist persecution of Hindus and other religious minorities in Bangladesh didn't end with Bangladesh's independence. That campaign continues to this day with horrific targeted attacks, murders, homes being burned down, and families who continue to be forced to flee. In the early...
So, like, what, like, started this? Did they just, like, somebody lead a hatred of, a campaign of hate against Hindus? Somebody just rose up, kind of like Hitler in a sense, saying, like, they are less than us, they need to, like, be taken out. They, like, why did they just start... And it's like, I feel like it's a dumb question, because you see so many times in history where so many people were targeted because of beliefs, because of race, because of so many different things. And there's like no rhyme or reason. Just one person or one group of people thinks they're superior than the other group of people, and they don't see them as human. They see them as less than. I don't know if it's this case. Like, what if there's a reason behind it, or if it's just that like they just say, you know what, we're superior, and we see you guys as less than, and so they start targeting these minorities, religious minorities. That just annoys me to no end. That's so frustrating. Y'all talk to me in the comment section if y'all can help me out.
In the 1900s, Hindus made up roughly 33% of the Bangladesh population.
Wow.
Because of this persistent Islamist campaign targeting Hindus, just 8% of Bangladesh's population are Hindus today.
Wow.
Just a few days ago, in Bangladesh, hundreds of hardline Islamist extremists attacked Hindu temples, destroyed a train, set fire to government buildings, the press club, and public buses, leaving dead and injured behind. Unfortunately, the Islamists' campaign of terror against Hindus, other religious minorities, secularists, atheists, and others in Bangladesh is not unique. It's been going on for centuries. And prior to U.S. regime change wars in Iraq, Libya, and Syria, which either toppled or weakened secular authoritarian leaders who protected religious minorities from Islamist jihadists, there were 1.5 million Christians in Iraq and 2.2 million in Syria. Now there are an estimated 200,000 to 300,000 Christians in Iraq and 450,000 in Syria. Afghanistan was a very multi-religious country which included Hindus, Buddhists, Zoroastrians, and more prior to the Islamist takeover.
Jeez.
Today, it is estimated there are around 1,000 Hindus who remain. Religious minorities make up less than 1% of Afghanistan's population.
Wow.
Until the leader
To like legit live a life in fear of, because of your religion, to live a life in fear because of your beliefs is sad and literally heartbreaking.
leaders of the United States and the world condemn and commit to defeating the Islamist exclusivist ideology, an ideology which holds that all non-Muslims and many so-called quote-unquote heretical Muslims need to be wiped from the face of the earth,
so
enslaved, or at the very least kept as second-class citizens without the right to own land, worship openly, etc., like in Pakistan. The jihadist campaign of terror will continue throughout the world.
So it is that situation where it's like they see themselves as superior people, and where if you don't hold the same beliefs, like you should be wiped from the face of the earth, or you should be seen as second class. You shouldn't be seen as humans. You should be slaves. You should. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like the fact that you can fill your mind with such BS is ridiculous. And I'm one who first and foremost always says like, just because I believe something, it doesn't make my beliefs more or less valid if you believe something else than your beliefs. Right, but when you believe in hate, that's what truly upsets me, and that's when I'm truly like, that's absolute BS. The fact that you believe your beliefs have taught you that to hate someone, to hate people, like you see other humans as less than you. And I know that, don't get me wrong, we're talking about Islamists now, but it's happened in many religions. It's happened in Christianity, where seeing certain religions as less, and there's been wars in the name of Christianity. And so don't get it twisted. I completely understand, but it's people that frustrate me, that believe in these extreme ideals, that believe it's their way is the only way and everybody should follow that way, or right, they should be wiped off the face of the earth, is absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And I love how she said, I'm not talking about Islam, I'm talking about Islamist, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's ridiculous. Yeah, it needs to be absolutely condemned because that's disgusting. That's all we got. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, check out the next one. I'll see y'all next time.